I bet 99% of you agree with what we should do about this.
This idea of surveillance pricing, where not only is your data being collected on you, but then it is being used against you to price as much as you will pay. So imagine you had a death in the family and you got an email notice about where the services are going to be. You go to buy a plane ticket, and the airline company knows you are trying to get to a funeral, it's an emergency, and maybe they'll overcharge you.
What the fuck? So basically, companies are collecting enough data on your online usage to predict your behavior, your emotions, and then adjust prices for their products accordingly, specifically taking advantage of times where you are desperate or emotionally vulnerable. So, what do you think? Are you okay with companies using your data to adjust the prices they charge you? So that clip you just saw came from Biden's FTC director, Lena Khan. Her FTC put together this interesting research memo, and in that piece, they describe this as surveillance pricing, which you can see here in the graphic, that it basically means the price of X is determined on a multitude of different data points which have already been gathered regarding the user. Now, Lena Khan is no longer with the FTC, but rest assured, a few of our Congress people have picked this idea up and introduced a bill. This is Representative Cesar out of Texas. He has proposed legislation essentially saying, no way, we are not down with surveillance pricing. Let's ban it at the federal level. When the bill hits the floor, check back in. We will certainly go through it in detail. But for now, I just want to ask you guys, boom, should your representative back this bill? Do you want your representative to support this idea of banning surveillance pricing practices at the federal level? So at the beginning of this, I said 99% of you are likely to agree with the solution being banning surveillance pricing at the federal level. Now, whether you're a Republican, Democrat, somewhere in between, I'd love to know whether you agree with that idea. And that's the power of Anant. You can come onto our platform, participate in the poll, and now we have this chunk of data we could show to either our elected officials and say, hey, you got to vote on this bill that bans surveillance pricing. We all want that. Or we could use it to empower journalists and content creators to say, hey, the people have come together. They have said, we do not like surveillance pricing. What is it? How can we address it? Well, we could vote on this legislation, and therefore we push forward positive change, change that is in line with what the people want and how the people feel. That is the power of Anant. So check in, give me a follow. We're going live soon. We love you, jelly beans.